So let me go over and get a brush here, and get our brush through. So now, when you use a brush, there's always kind of things, how much to use. And the problem is, here's why people have trouble with brushes. Let me describe this a little bit. This is the handle, of course, and then you have the hard part that holds the bristles. And this is called the hilt. That's the upper part of the bristles, and this is called the tip. Simple enough. But what happens when you dip in, all the material goes up, and you press it, all the material goes up to the hilt. And so you constantly have to be taking it out of the hilt and on the surface, on the tip. So you eliminate a certain amount, and you have just what you want in there. Another trick you have to do is, if I put that brush down on that surface right there, it's going to put too much on without control. So I can eliminate some of it by spreading it on a piece of paper like that. Okay, so we're ready to put on. Now this time is of the essence here. In other words, we got to cover as much as we can, as rapidly as we can, so that it doesn't begin to dry and set up before we want to control it. And we can use this paper as a pickup device. See, I got an amount that I can control there. I can spread this around, do my edge, trying to keep the amount even all over. Now I have to keep working it, you see. If I put a big glob on there, it will just be so much that I can't control it. So we're coming along pretty good. See, I can take this, see there's so much material here, I can just move that around over here. In other words, I can equalize the whole quantity of material I'm putting on the surface. If I see different globs like I'm seeing here, I can draw that around to this undone surface, see? So we have it pretty well coated up. Just do this front edge. Now what I can do is just even it off. It's beginning to get a little set up, so I can't wait too long. There's a time limit here. I've got it covered very nicely, just like I want, kind of evenly, spread it over the whole surface. Okay, we're just about ready to wipe. Here's a cloth. Nice soft t-shirt cloth is a good type to use. Try to pick an area that hasn't been used too much. Now, we're going to go in a circular motion. Winding up, however, we're trying to distribute the whole material, you see. It's beginning to set up, but not too much. You can see the beautiful surface that is coming out. Okay, now I better start going with my all the way across motions. And of course, with this rag, I'm varying the pressure, taking off just the amount that I want. If there's a little more on the ends, that's fine. Leave it stay there. That gives it a nice quality. Now you see this mark right there where it's very dark? Alright, in order to bring some material so that it doesn't quite look so dark, watch this. I'm using it as a pounce to build up a little discoloration on each side of that mark to minimize. I can't put more material on with a brush because it would just be too much. Just treat it like so. Now we put a little more right here. Okay, maybe a little more right here. See, what was a mark that was pretty straight? These, I think, a little more right in here. See, what was pretty much this dark mark, standing by itself, unacceptable, by bringing darkness area right around it, bringing that area darker, then it lends into that and it doesn't stand out so much. It's an acceptable mark. Remember, this is a history, this surface shows the history of its use down through the ages. But now it's acceptable as a finish. We can stop here for a moment. I can continue with putting that material on the, we call this a glaze stain. It's not all totally a glaze or not totally a stain. But when this dries and then we pad over top of it, as I will show you later, it's just going to come out and just be beautiful. So that's how the kind of thing we do with the Whitley studio. And if you have similar pieces that you wish me to work on, I'm here at your beck and call.